people will talk about Donald Trump being a bad business person. And by talking about him being a bad business person, they'll bring up all of his corporate bankruptcies that he's filed. And I think that's a big mistake. I think that's a mistake, and here's why. I don't think we should be saying he was a bad businessman for those bankruptcies. I think we should be pointing out that he's a corrupt businessman for those bankruptcies. Because what Donald Trump did is he used those bankruptcies to help enrich himself. He cashed out a bunch of money from these companies and then had the companies go bankrupt so he wouldn't have to owe the people he owed money to via these companies any additional money. So he abused bankruptcy to enrich himself. That's not him being a, quote, incompetent businessman. That's him being a corrupt and shady businessman. I mean, and some of the debts that he got away with not paying, he got away with without even having to declare bankruptcy. I mean, there are stories after stories of people who did work for him, like at his hotels, at casinos, his other places where he hired people to do this business, do this work for him. And then after they were done, he would be like, you know what? I don't want to pay this amount that I agreed to, so I'm going to pay you less. And then if you want the money, you'll have to sue me. And then, of course, you sue him. You have to pay an attorney to sue him, so it ends up costing you more money than if you would just accepted the deal, even if you would have taken it the loss. And the bizarre thing is some of these people would still go back and do business with Trump. I mean, those people are just flat-out idiots. But point of the matter is, when we're talking about Trump and his bankruptcies, we need to be talking about how he was using bankruptcies in a corrupt way, not how he was inept in filing those bankruptcies, because I think that is the bigger hit. And I think that's more close to the truth than him just being a, quote, bad business person. Of course, I'm sure he is a bad business person, but his use of bankruptcy was not him being a bad business person. It was him being a corrupt business person.